All right, so I'm sitting here on vacation, mind my own business, when a YouTube video shows up on the about the average 401k by some guys that run a YouTube channel, and they're kind of scolding people. How dare you only have this average account balance? You're 50 years old. How dare you? It's kind of like Greta Thunberg. I friggin' hate that crap. I hate it. I hate it. So I had to respond on this Memorial Day because the whole thing is just freaking stupid. So they're using the balance from Fidelity. All right. Then you can go in the Vanguard. They use a balance from Vanguard. Two completely separate things. Huh, how ironic. Why would Vanguard and Fidelity be so off in their average balances for a 50-year-old? We'll just use that for an example. How dare you? And the scold comes down like, you need 5 times. If you're 50 years old, you need 5 times your income, blah, blah, blah. This whole thing is freaking nuts, man. Just fear mongering to get you to save more. No clue at all about freaking what you're going to need in retirement. Nothing at all. Just fear mongering to get you to feel bad for yourself and kick you in the butt and say, I can't retire because I don't have 5 times income according to these guys on YouTube. And the Fidelity average balance, it doesn't give me enough. And I guarantee a lot of you don't even have the Fidelity average balance. I guarantee you that. What if I'm not going to be able to retire? And I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the scolds that are trying to tell you you better save up because you're a bad person for not saving up. They hadn't read Spend Until the End. I can tell you right now. They hadn't read Spend Until the End by Scott Burns. I'm not the biggest fan of Scott Burns, by the way. I think Scott Burns is a fear-monger himself when it comes to climate change and COVID. In terms of the financial stuff, though, I am a fan of Scott Burns. I mean, for the most part. Larry Kotlikoff over at BU, he's an economics professor. And other than Kotlikoff, BU doesn't have a glorious notoriety on their economics graduates, i.e. AOC. But Kotlikoff is a good guy. And I like him. I actually interviewed him many moons ago for my YouTube channel, my podcast I was doing back when I first started off. So I like Kotlikoff. Been a big fan of Kotlikoff for many moons. He's a big lib, but I still think in this case, he and Burns had set the stage with Spend Until Your End consumption smoothing. All right, so listen, I'm 50. I do not have 401k balance of over, I think the one guy was saying 250,000. I think Vanguard has it much lower too. I think it is actually. I don't have that in my 401k. What does that mean? I'm going to be destitute? No. You know why? Because your average 401k balance has nothing to do with me specifically. You can put your average 401k balance in your freaking pipe and smoke it. You can kick it because it matters not to you. Average 401k balances for other people is irrelevant to you. Really is irrelevant. Now think about it too. On top of that, how does Fidelity and Vanguard get this data? Well, they can't look at your specific stuff. My account's at Schwab, man. I got 2 accounts, M1 and Schwab. How would freaking these guys at Fidelity Vanguard know what my account balance is? Yeah, they don't. They can't. No, there's no place you can research this stuff. You can look at IRS data for sure, and you can say, okay, of the amount of people who file a 401k, this is the average balance. Does the IRS even publish that in their tax things? I don't think so. Yeah, they might. Okay, well, what does that mean exactly? Because the average is irrelevant, frankly. You can even look at the median, but you can't know for sure. So remember, I did a video on this a couple years ago. Vanguard said the average IRA balance is like $50,000. All right, well, they literally what they did is they took their number of IRA accounts and divide by the total asset base of all their IRAs divided by the number of accounts. That gave you the average IRA balance. That meant if you had 3 different accounts at Vanguard, so let's say the average IRA account balance at Vanguard, we'll just say it's $50,000. So everyone's like, oh my goodness, we're all gonna die. No one's gonna be. We have no money. Well, what the problem was, what if I had 3 different accounts at Vanguard? An account A, account B, and account C. You know what I'm saying? So my average account balance was $50,000, but my totality of my Vanguard IRAs was $150,000. You see that? How stupid that is. So the same thing here with Fidelity. So some accounts you just left your company, you roll that to an IRA, you have $150,000 from your previous crappy job, you roll that to an IRA over at Vanguard. Now you're just starting out at a new 401k with $3,000. How does that factor into your average Fidelity IRA account balance or 401k balance? Well, inherently, the $150,000 you rolled over to Vanguard won't be part of that conclusion, man. The whole thing is just stupid. Stop freaking focusing on this. Don't listen to people who scold you because this has nothing to do with you. Secondly, these guys are saying, "Oh my goodness, you're only going to be able to retire 60% of your pre-retirement income." Is that good or bad? That's a completely meaningless discussion to have unless you can figure out for you what you need. Oh my goodness, the average needs 80% of pre-retirement income. What does that have to do with me? Whoa, that's the average. Well, the average is not me. I am not average. I'm me. I'm Josh. You are you. You're not average, and the average is irrelevant. It's irrelevant in this regard because what matters is what I need. Stop focusing on this. I'm begging you, this Memorial Day. People did not die in war and get maimed in war so you could sit there, freaking go to your crappy old job and just be miserable, get fat and unhappy, come home to work, and be freaking crying to your spouse because your job stinks, because you're being harassed by a boss, because of white guilt, because of Robin DiAngelo, because you're not whatever. You did not sit in traffic an hour and a half each way. Listen to people on the radio who are getting you mad. Listen to 1980s music where you should never listen to anyway because that'll make you insane. You did not sit on this world to do that. And people didn't freaking die for your freedom on Memorial Day to freaking do that. And I hate to even say freedom because my goodness, did we really free people when we sent them off to war in Vietnam, Iraq, Americans freaking in World War II, and World War I? Of course not. The Philippines, the Spanish, I mean, none of this, man, is stupid. Never mind conscripting people. I'll do another video on that. How I despise. Anyway, that's not what freaking, if you want to pay tribute, be happy in the freedom that you have established in America, man. Now, freedom was not free. It was based on the blood of people who fought the Civil War and the Revolutionary War, I grant you. But it certainly wasn't free because of 58,007 men, or 58,000, I think it was men, and then 7 women who died in Vietnam. Even though I freaking got nothing but the utmost respect for those people. A lot of them were conscripted, which is I'm just not going to go into it. My fury at that holds no bounds because it's just the idea that your freedom is contingent on whether or not a government entity says they can draft you and send you off to war, and if you don't, you go to jail. That's freaking nuts, man. Screw that. Anyway, I have nothing to do. I'm going on a tangent because I just get so frustrated when I hear about. Yeah, I'll do another one on Memorial Day. I gotta stop this because it really infuriates me. Anyway, stop letting it get under your skin. Like, I don't have enough because these guys on YouTube are scolding me saying I didn't start. Look, man, I got 4 kids, dude. All right, we got a mortgage, we got bills to pay, we got freaking auto insurance, we got a bigger house that we'll need when we retire. We got to help. We try our best to help, and sports activities aren't cheap. Broken bones aren't cheap. All that stuff. There's no way I can be saving like a freaking banshee when I'm 25 years old. When I wasn't making any money, I got freaking children, man. It's not gonna. I had car loans. We had our own student loans. I mean, give me a freaking break. That's why Spend to the End is the best book because you realize, we've been sold a lie. A lie by the financial industry to scare you so you save more money and pay more fees. It's inherently so obvious, man. So obvious, so contradictory that don't listen to people. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.